we're getting set for part 1 of the Schmoedown Live New York, not Brooklyn event. We're kicking it off with big-time Ethan Erwin taking on Haleigh Foutch of the Scream Queens. This is a first-round match in the singles Ultimate Schmoedown. Who's going to come out on top? Let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And welcome back. So we're going to make this pretty quick. Unfortunately, I was not able to watch the live stream event. I was actually planning on it, and then I kind of mentioned this in the Reactor Summit on Take 3. Got about 5 minutes from match time, and then got invited to my own surprise birthday party, which I wasn't really expecting to do anything because I was going to watch Schmoedown, and then the family told me, you really, really, really should go. So, who am I to not go to my own surprise party, although I kind of ruined it for myself. But now, at the time of this recording, it's Tuesday, and of course, you know, situations have occurred. Going to need to get this done fairly quickly, so we're going to jump into the opening promos. I'll go back and rewatch the other stuff off camera. Usually they do the opening bit, but unfortunately, time is not on my side. So let's get into the opening promos in 3, 2, and 1.
They're just on the belt. Like, if I have to go through Merle, if I have to go through Roca, it's fine. I want that belt. I'm coming for it. I'll see you guys in New York.
I don't even know what part he's talking about now. Is he talking about first time or second time?
You have faced some of the biggest names. Wolf, Merle, Roca. I mean, who can't you take out?
Ham. Oh, this time anyway. It sucked that I wasn't able to see that. I actually had plans to go to that show, and then he stole my shirt. Yes, he stole my shirt.
What's going on next?
Yeah, last minute plans caused me to not be able to make that New York show, and unfortunately, because of what I was referring to earlier, I knew I probably shouldn't go to this one because family probably had plans for my birthday weekend, which of course they did, and then they had plans on Sunday, and then Monday, and then we're going to do something again tonight, so need to get this done fairly quickly, and got a little sliver of time, so we're going to jump in here and get this done. Yay!
Oh, how's it going, Mark? Nice to see you.
Oh, hi, Mark.
So, and look, you look at that, just to build up alone, the Ultimate Schmoedown singles tournament, it's what built this division in general. From 2014 season 1, when Mark Riley won the first tournament ever.
And now, according to Stacey Howard, here we
are now in 2019, and the singles tournament has just the entire league has just developed and evolved, and now you have players like Ethan Erwin and Haleigh Foutch, and it's just always this brand new, exciting thing. Let me look where we are tonight to be able to do this here.
It'd been a while. I'd realized I'd had this shirt for so long and never actually wore it during one of my reactions, which stunk. I remember I showed it off after the first one, or the first New York show, but hadn't actually worn it yet. So I was like, well, god dang, Ethan Erwin's about to play. Let's show it off now. I think it's been long enough. Had it for 9 months.
But they are not panicking. No, they're not panicking because they're both pros here. Even though Haleigh, maybe the younger career-wise as far, they both debuted last year, but Ethan just had a big run and, of course, won the singles tournament last year. But the upset. The upset has happened many times in these tournaments, and the upset just happened this past Friday when Stacey Howard defeated Mark Riley. I mean, we just talked about Riley already.
Busted a lot of brackets out there.
Yeah, a lot of
Not mine,
brackets are
which
done,
I'm disappointed.
So
How can I be 2 matches in and still not have a ruined bracket? It's my gig. It's the whole point of what made me me.
She knows.
I become famous by being bad.
Ethan's got that robotic mind, so it's intimidating to go
He
up against.
is robot. He is smart.
What a statement that would make to the rest of the tournament that you took out big time, Ethan Erwin.
That's right, but I mean, look.
But I'm wearing the shirt, so we can just say she took out me.
Names being thrown around. Ethan Erwin, he's a producer to the stars. He's throwing around A-listers right in Haleigh's ear. Haleigh is just sitting there. Ethan's on the phone. I think he's trying to get in her head a little bit. I think Ethan might be a little more nervous than Haleigh going into this.
Well, we're going to find out in a little bit. If you look at the tail of the tape, Mark, what do you got?
The tail of the tape is as follows. Haleigh Foutch, great at horror movies and really good at partying in Sea Caucus with me until 4 a.m. last night.
And got to meet her at the free-for-all in LA. Very charming.
Ethan Erwin, he is fantastic.
Did not get to see him at free-for-all because he was not there.
As we all should.
Yes, absolutely. And so do I.
So, with that being said, Mark, you ready?
I am prepared to go.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It's almost like the crowd knew what to say. Can't figure it out.
Introducing first.
I'm not used to watching one of these live events so late. It's like, what's wrong with me?
Representing the Scream Queens, with a record of 0 wins, 1 defeat, she is Haleigh the Firestarter Foutch.
Oh, new nickname.
Here's Haleigh.
A standing O from the crowd, Christian.
She's coming down the aisle.
They are pumped to see Haleigh.
That's the one thing I do love about these live events is when the players come through the crowd, down the aisleway. I love it when they did it at the El Portal. I think the El Portal is still the best one because they go down the stairway, and so they can kind of descend amongst the crowd.
That could happen in the next hour.
Haleigh Foutch, ladies and gentlemen. Haleigh Foutch. Haleigh Foutch is here, setting up, ready for the biggest match, I think, so far in her career.
Biggest match in her career. She's playing.
I'd say so.
Who has been there before?
You're playing a former champion. I don't. What?
You guys are amazing.
I'm not sure what match could be bigger than playing a former champion.
And her opponent.
Ah, been so long since I've heard this song.
The Time Machine. With a record.
RUDOLPH Rudolph.
3 defeats and 3 knockouts.
Teenage Mutant Red-Nosed Rain. Oh, it's Rudolph. And a hero was born. In this day and age, who could ask for more? The weather was bad, but trouble was...
2018
I messed up my own song.
2018 single.
I'm gonna stop singing. I don't... Forgive me, it's been 9 months since I sang the song. Actually, longer than that, because I did the Ethan rap last time.
Big time.
We need... On the double, have pity on the kiddies, Christmas is in trouble. Hello, Janine. Hello, big time. Ranger power.
Down the aisle, he's got the machine with them. They're high-fiving the fans.
Yeah.
This is the kind of favoritism that you get when you're coming back to New York after already winning a lot.
I hope he uses this theme forever. One of the few people that kept a theme all the way through.
And Janine the Machine. And look at Ethan. Ethan's super happy going there too. Jay Watkins, of course, couldn't make it here tonight. He is working out in Los Angeles, but he is sending all his love out.
He be out wrestling.
His teammates, obviously, Ethan Erwin and Janine the Machine hitting the stage too.
That's right. It's exciting for everybody.
It was the New York event where we saw the fans. Janine went from boos to cheers.
Yeah,
in
that's
New York.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, so Ethan Erwin, Janine saying her goodbyes. There's a nice round of applause there.
And Janine wished me a happy birthday on Saturday.
And we have a
Or
marker fumble.
no, on
Ethan
it's
has
on
fumbled
Sunday.
marker. Is that gonna
Sunday.
cost him
Bad
in
sign.
round number 1?
Forgive me.
Bad sign, Mark.
I can't even remember when my own birthday
All right.
was.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so Mark, the competitors
It's been a
have sat down.
long
The
weekend.
audience here and the audience watching on the live stream. How does round 1 work?
Without aid of a teleprompter, I will attempt to read the rules of round number 1. While
Well, at least you're not George W. You wouldn't be able to read it anyway.
This
One
is a
cup of coffee.
3-round match. In round number 1, the competitors are going to hear 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing. In round number 1, I will remind the competitors of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you need
JT.
didn't hear it right,
JT.
or you just wanna buy yourself
It's
another 50
JT
seconds to
rule.
write down your answer, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1
Have some
challenge that you can use
JT.
at any point
Yes, of
throughout the
course.
3 rounds. Christian, back to you with sports.
Now,
Ravens
I just
lose.
said it, and the honest
Again.
answer was, I don't know
We're going to
where
hear that a
it is.
lot
So,
this year.
You have 15 seconds also to answer the question. So, Mark, I think you're ready. I asked you that already. Haleigh, are you ready?
Yep.
Ethan, are you ready?
Always be closing.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay! As I need the desk that my laptop is on. We don't need broken equipment day stuff.
Who directed the 2017 film Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets?
Yay. One I actually know.
Catch that flick?
1,000 Planets?
Yeah, it's a lot of planets.
No, it's on my shelf.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our company
Not
gets
sure how to
the
spell his
Blu-rays,
last
Christian
name.
gets to keep 'em.
And never watched them. 5, 4, 3,
It's Luc Besson.
1. We start with Ethan.
Luc Besson.
Yes, Haleigh. Didn't have it. Okay, Ethan.
I remember
goes up.
seeing those
1-0
trailers.
here.
I remember he did Lucy.
All right, we move on to movies that came out in the 90s. This could be the 1990s or the 1890s.
Stop stealing my joke. I've been using that joke for
What
months.
is the title of the 1991 sequel to Bill and Ted's
Oh,
Excellent Adventure? Can I ask you what your favorite number is?
1,873.
The first one.
You guys get 69, dude. It's a position that adults will engage in when they really like
It's a kid's show, dang it.
Watching this?
Yes.
2.
I can't remember.
Pens down.
God
please.
darn it.
We start with Haleigh.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Yes.
That's
Ethan.
right.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yes. Okay. Next question.
How could I forget that?
Dramas. Which
Shame on me.
1980s drama stars William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and Holly Hunter. William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and Holly Hunter.
Yeah, you know, Albert Brooks, a very funny comedian. I got to ask you in front of these people, how was last night? You did your first set in a decade. How did it feel up
It
there?
was good. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of
Don't
fun.
know my 80s. Was not alive for most of them.
Basketball, tell you that much.
4.
Ugh.
Threw out my back though. 2. 1.
I'm blowing out my
Hands
brain
down,
with
please,
this one.
and Ethan Erwin.
Broadcast news.
Yes, Haleigh.
Nope.
Didn't have it. Okay, Ethan. Go
I feel you there, Haleigh. How about, come on, JTH. Come on, JTH. Get some questions right.
On to the world of comic book movies.
Yeah, I might know this one.
Comic book movies and your question. Warren Beatty directed and starred in what 1990 comic adaptation?
I like these questions thus far. And I like the fact that I said thus.
It's very nice of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thus is like how fancy people say
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Doesn't work all the way.
And
5.
thus, I will not be attending the
4.
ceremony.
3.
I believe it's Dick Tracy.
1. Pens down. And Haleigh?
The Phantom?
No, Ethan.
Dick Tracy.
Yes.
Dick
Ethan
Tracy.
going up 4.
Yay! Got one up. Got one right. Come on, fans, cheer me on.
All right, here
Just
we
like
go.
they did in the summit last night
Action
or
adventure
Monday. Whenever you see this,
live action event
JTH.
in Tron Legacy.
That's about what I did.
Who plays a fearless warrior named Korra?
All right, so if Dick Tracy and the man in the yellow hat from Curious George got
Went
in
to
a fight,
Tron. Oh.
who wins? You got Dick or you got man?
God darn it.
Dick. 5. 4.
Do 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 do.
Down.
Dick.
Olivia Wilde.
Yes.
Olivia
Haleigh.
Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
There There we go. 6-2.
There we go.
6-2. Excuse me. 5-2. 5-2.
Yeah. Don't,
All right,
don't give
next
Ethan
question
more
comes
points
from
than he
one of the
has.
world
That's
of
just
comedies.
cruel.
Best laugh either one of us got.
Yeah.
All right, and your question in the world of comedies: who plays Scott Evil in the Austin Powers films?
Getting a groan from the crowd. And ironically, the person played a character in Ninja Turtles 2012
And
because Jason Biggs doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
2, 1. Haleigh.
Seth Green.
Yes, and Ethan.
Seth Green.
Seth Green. Ethan has not missed yet.
Jason Biggs, if you just kept your mouth shut, you would have still had that job as Leonardo.
Just to him.
All right, question number 7, horror/thriller.
Great.
All right.
Yay. Question I ain't gonna get right.
Which David Fincher directed thriller involves a main character who has the nickname Amazing Amy?
What would your nickname be? It's got to start with a K because you're Christian.
Sleeping. No?
Sleeping Christian.
Yeah, sleeping Christian. Doesn't start
You
with
can have a silent K.
It's true. 5, 4, 3.
Horror is definitely not my thing.
Ethan?
Gone Girl.
It's incorrect. No, I'm serious. That's all right. That's right.
Ah.
Gone Girl.
Yes.
Ethan, it's a kid's show.
All right.
Don't do
Next
this.
question here now for Ethan. If Ethan gets this one right, he does have a perfect round, and only he will get the bonus question.
If he gets this question right in the world of animated movies.
Nope. Forget it.
Ethan, the question is, what Disney animated film features such characters as the March Hare, the Dormouse, the Walrus, and the Carpenter? And a gasp goes over to
Ethan looks.
We have some young children in the crowd that might know the answer.
Well, animated seems to be Ethan's kryptonite.
Actually, right.
Title match. 5, 4, 3,
Alice in Wonderland.
2, 1. Haleigh?
Robin Hood?
No, and Ethan?
Fantasia.
No.
Looking for Alice in Wonderland.
Right.
Wow, so Ethan misses out on the perfect round, but
Someone needs to tell Ethan,
that's only 3
contact
points.
me. I can help him with his animated stuff.
And you know what's funny? What I forgot to mention here too.
What did you forget to mention up top?
Something that I wanted to tell you guys.
Yeah.
This is something I wanted to see because it's the first time we have villains that are leading the main event here tonight. Let me have round of boos. Who are the biggest villain out of these 3 villains? Is it Jeff Snyder?
No, yay.
Is it Paul Oyama?
Eh.
Or is it the Digital Wheel? Return to the ring, the Digital Wheel, and it is round number 2. Mark,
Oh dear. Boo! Boo that wheel! Boo!
Digital wheel is in effect. This is the wheel round because it is round number 2. Each competitor gets a spin at the digital wheel, so it will be a metaphorical spin.
That's a first.
Land on a category. Once you settle on your category, you're going to get asked 4 questions.
Fear not, the camera's not broken. And the viewing audience goes, darn. Now we'll have more JTH reacts.
You can ask us multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down.
Say, I still rib myself. So I can rib other people. It's called fair game.
Digital wheels out drinking.
Yeah, so what they're gonna have to do, I guess we're going back old school here.
How do we do old school?
We're gonna go straight up out of a hat, ladies and gentlemen. Straight out of a hat to pick out the category.
Out of a hat?
Sorry, this is what I was just informed not 2 seconds ago that.
Can I make a prediction right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 80% chance that the hat that they pull the names out of is going to be a Yankees hat. I'm guessing it's a Yankees.
We'll find out.
Could be a Mets hat.
I'm not saying my affiliation one way or the other.
All right.
Of course he's not going to say. He's an O's fan like me. And like most O's fans, we don't let people know we're O's fans. Well, except me, I just do it as a joke.
What we did see though in that
start with the
round
first joke.
What we saw in the first round.
Can we redo round 1?
You want to redo it over? Round 1, we did see Haleigh come back towards the end there. Erwin starts off strong with 7 points, and once again, it's the animated that gets him. But we Sorry, Ethan, keep bringing that up.
I'm looking
No,
at
it's 100% accurate.
the categories here because I can see what the categories are. None of you can yet, but I can see them. And I think that Haleigh's got a couple real strengths on here.
Right.
And it all comes down to a spin of the wheel, or in this case, a pick of the hat. And you're going to get 4 questions, and particularly if Haleigh can get a lead up on Ethan Erwin. So then the question, because Ethan is going to have the choice here, is he going to answer his round 2 questions first, or will he defer to Haleigh Foutch? I think that could impact how the questions get answered, because it is really tough. If somebody gets that high up on you, it's tough to come back from, even if you still have your round number 2 questions
Sure, and
to
we've
go.
seen many competitors come back in the second round only being down 3 points. For sure, you hit something big in that second round, you never know, because you could get your opponent, even someone like Ethan Erwin can get a weakness, and then it could be all over. So we are waiting here, and look, here we go. So there's
Christian Rubalcaba is here.
Ah,
Oh, no, they'll get
Cobster.
All right, so because Ethan Erwin, you are
Hat of death, you gotta pick from the hat.
Can I look at the categories before doing this?
You can pick out one. You can pick out.
Well, no, I know, but like in a wheel, I would be able to
we can
know-
tell you. We can tell you what the categories
And
are.
your categories are horror movies, new releases, action adventure, Jodie Foster, 90s movies, biopics, Tom Cruise, comedies, haha, fantasy, sci-fi, and director.
Okay, great. I'll go first.
All right. So here's
Okay.
the first pick. Please, after you pick, let us know what it is after you pick.
Pick Meryl Streep out of that hat, damn you.
And you got.
I got fantasy sci-fi. I want to think on this for a second. Also, this is just a torn-up paper plate.
Thinking on our toes.
I'll do it.
You're gonna go with fantasy sci-fi. All right.
Because he doesn't want to pick another piece that might have some greasy pizza
All right, here we go, Ethan.
on it.
4 questions in the realm of fantasy sci-fi.
Please write down your answers on a paper plate.
All right, here you go.
Ah!
In
Quick fitted.
E.T.,
I like it.
What do Michael and Elliot dress E.T. up as on Halloween to get him out of the house?
It's been a long time since I've seen E.T. Some people would probably say too long, but I'm not one of those people.
3.
I have multiple choice on this one.
Is it A, a goblin, B, a mummy, C, a ghost, D, witch?
C.
Ghost is correct for 1
Yeah.
point.
Ghost would make sense because it means he's covered up.
E.T., horrible botanist.
Yeah. Question number 2. Scarlett Johansson stars in this 2013 sci-fi film about an extraterrestrial who drives around Scotland, attempting to lure unsuspecting men into her van.
What does she do once they get there?
Well, once they're there, she seduces them and sends them into another dimension where they are nothing more than meat.
I'd take it.
What is the movie?
Under the Skin.
Yes.
2 points for each.
That was a very
And
big
this is what
question
we're
for a
talking about.
3-word
If you
answer.
Look up at that scoreboard and see how big of a lead he's accumulating, although Haleigh will still have her 2-round questions.
All right, here we
2
go.
round questions.
Question number 3.
So you get 2 questions.
In King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, who plays Arthur's uncle and the tyrannical, ruthless king of Britain, Vortigern?
Jude Law.
Yes.
Hmm.
And for your final question,
He's pretty good.
Sorry to do this to you, buddy.
Oh boy.
In Disney's Maleficent,
Yeah.
what is the name of the princess played by Elle Fanning?
That's Aurora.
Aurora.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 more points. All right.
We
so
just we just got the opposite one. Yeah, we just got the opposite question. It's the Ken Knapsack conspiracy. It's the Rita Repulsa Elizabeth Banks scenario all over again.
Do the categories one more time if you want to hear what they are. You're all right? All right, Haley's okay. And you got
I got Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and
Big resume.
you got, all right, put it back in there.
throwing
Had a pretty good career.
Cruz is toast.
Moving it around.
Unless she pulls Tom Cruise again.
I sure did. I'll
Okay, pulling Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
The power of Scientology. It just rises to the top of the hat.
I would just put the thing back in there and then spin it around and then just pick something else right next to it. That would make sure you don't draw the same piece of paper twice. That's pretty talented.
Haleigh, Mr. Cruz been in a lot of movies, big resume as you said. You're going to hear 4 questions in his lineage. Each one's worth 2 points. Your first one: who plays Danny Whitwer in the Tom Cruise film Minority Report?
Colin Farrell.
2 points.
Give her 20 seconds on the next one.
question. Who directed Tom Cruise in the war drama Lions for Lambs?
Never even heard of this movie.
Let's do multiple choice.
We can do that. Is it A, George Clooney, B, Clint Eastwood, C, Peter Berg, or D, Robert Redford?
Robert Redford?
1 point for
I was
Haleigh.
about to say that too, even though it would have been a guess on my
Each
part.
one of these questions so important. Positioning to get into round 3. Your next one. Tom Cruise stars in what 2001 Cameron Crowe film? Five, four, three, two.
Repeat the question, please.
I can do that. That's your first JTE rule. Tom Cruise stars in what 2001 Cameron Crowe film?
Jerry Maguire?
That is incorrect for a 2-point steal. This could be huge. Ethan, do you have it?
Vanilla Sky.
2 points for Ethan.
Oh,
What a robbery that was. And now we're looking at a very different kind of outcome here, Christian, because if a
I would say
single
highway
player
robbery, but they are in
in
New York, so it must be
that's
freeway
a
robbery.
knockout. Right. But we're not there yet. We have a question to ask Haleigh. This is your last one in the world of Mr. Cruz. And your question for 2 points. In the film Risky Business, who plays the prostitute Lana?
I think I know, but I can't risk it, so let's do multiple choice.
Let's do multiple choice. That's good math. Your questions have the following potential answers. Is it A, Rebecca De Mornay, B, Madeline Stowe, C, Demi Moore, or D, Leah Thompson?
Rebecca De Mornay?
1 point for Haleigh, and she is alive and well heading into round number 3.
So Ethan's got himself an 8-point lead.
She's
going into
got a
round number 2.
pulse.
Haleigh fought back, and now
Very
we're into
faint,
round number 3.
but still got a
Mark, how does
chance.
this go?
A hat is going to emerge.
Ah!
We're going to retire Thad Williams' hat for now, but we might bring that back in the championship match. Because
Oh, please. No, not Thad's hat, because then it's an Orioles hat. Oh, no. The O's just won't go away.
Range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. The first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. The last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points. There is no stealing available in round number 3. There is no loss of points if you get an incorrect answer. Ethan.
I like that they finally changed it up. They didn't say there's no penalty for a wrong answer, because that's wrong.
1, 7, and 17.
All odds.
Okay. And
There's no points awarded for a wrong answer.
12.
Yes! That's different. That's different from no penalty for a wrong answer. There's tons of penalties for wrong answers.
Trying to avoid the TKO.
They finally learned.
Number 3 for her first, which is comedy.
You can't laugh. Too serious.
All right.
It's round 3.
Comedy. What is the name of the second film in the Vacation franchise?
European Vacation.
Christmas Vacation?
Looking for European Vacation. European Vacation. Okay.
Not as beloved as Christmas Vacation.
No. So Haleigh needs.
We've arrived at the moment, Christian.
Haleigh needs.
But still much more treasured than National Lampoon's Senior Trip.
Haleigh chose.
Although Tommy Chong was pretty funny as the bus driver.
2010s. Your 3-pointer. What 2013 drama stars Kate Blanchett, Sally Hawkins, and Alec Baldwin?
Blue Jasmine?
Yes, for 3 points. Haleigh, keep yourself alive.
All right. Comes down to this.
There's a
5 point
chance.
If she gets it right, she will tie Ethan Erwin and force his hand. If she gets it wrong, Ethan Erwin is walking out of here with a win and will advance in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
All right, so Haleigh, you chose category 12, Pixar. So here is your question from Pixar. In Toy Story 3, what was the name of the daycare that Woody, Buzz, and the gang
Sunnyside Daycare.
off at?
And I remember I actually submitted a question like this many moons ago. I'd actually have to look back and see if it was actually worded the same, because this actually might be the one I submitted.
5,
Actually, probably not,
4,
now that I think about it.
3.
Repeat the question.
No, no, it actually might not be because when I submitted it, it was in multiple choice. So,
and the gang are mistakenly dropped off.
but I remember my options were Sunnyside, Moonlight, Sunset, and something else. Can't remember what the fourth option was.
Repeat the question.
But it's definitely Sunnyside.
What was the name of the daycare that Woody, Buzz, and the gang are mistakenly dropped off at?
Man, I literally submitted those questions 2 years ago. If this is the one, then god dang, that got.
I have literally no idea. Suntown.
Oh no! Oh, so close.
By way of technical knockout, Ethan.
Oh,
Big time.
she's gonna hate herself when she hears this answer.
The answer, Haleigh, was Sunnyside. Sunnyside. Sunnyside.
Oh,
Just missed it.
oh
Just
boy.
I almost said that, and then I was like, that's too close to
Sunnyside. Almost out of it. Ethan Erwin advances to the next round. He will play now either Bibiani,
Right.
or Chance Ellison, who will play in Arizona. So now Ethan Erwin will find himself against either Bibiani or Chance Ellison, whoever wins that main event in Arizona. Either way, he's got a very tough name. Haleigh fought really well. She had a tough round one. And then she fought back towards the end. But now we're going to bring out Emma Fyfe, who is here, who will be doing the interviews with both Haleigh and Ethan Erwin. All right, take it away, Emma Fyfe.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Haleigh Foutch, here you are. There she is, in the house. Oh. Haleigh.
Well, when New York accepts you, everyone's accepted you.
You were so close. I mean, that was like that was like a half Josh McCouga level guess right there. It was like so close, but not quite. Haleigh, how are you feeling after the match today? Not awesome. Like that was.
Everything's not awesome.
I am so afraid of crowds. So like I knew this was gonna happen. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. But yes, I have extreme nerves. So like I missed I think 4 questions that I totally know. Luc Besson I'd rather not discuss, but like I absolutely know that answer. So yes, you're wonderful. You scared the heck out of me, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, and that last one, that's just like always go with your gut because I totally was gonna say Sunnyside, and I just talked myself out of it. Always go with your gut. Listen, it happens to the best of us. Now, Haleigh, obviously that means that you are not going to be moving on in the singles tournament. However, I believe that you and Ethan are going to be facing off against one another again, plus 2 people in the teams tournament. Yeah, he's probably feeling pretty good about that right now. Yes, I'm excited for a rematch. I will definitely be studying the heck out of animated movies over the next, however long till that. But I'm excited. This has not honestly been my season. I can look at the numbers and know that's true. But I also feel that I've grown a lot throughout it. I have a lot of read on. Thank you. You guys are so
Who brought
nice.
those thunder sticks?
I just like so
And a foam finger.
regardless of what happens in the teams tournament, and I'm very hopeful because I will be back in the studio. But I can't wait for next year regardless because I feel oddly, despite having terrible record this year, stronger than ever in what I know and know how to play. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. At the end of the day, the Schmoedown is a game, and so the more experience you get within it, the more you learn how to play the game, and you're obviously somebody that, yeah, you're getting some losses, but you're taking all those losses in stride, and you're gonna take away what you learned from them and come back even stronger. That's absolutely the hope. And like you said,
I can attest to that.
Do this now back in the studio since, here you go. It's just you and 500 of your closest friends right here in New York City. Well,
Haleigh, I will say that I'm glad to hear you say things like I'm really looking forward to next season and coming back really strong, because it is evident that there is a lot of love for you here amongst the movie trivia Schmoedown community.
I love you guys too. Thank you so much. You're gonna actually make me cry.
Well, again, Haleigh, unfortunately, your journey ends here for the time being, but we will see her come back stronger, better, smarter, faster, all the positive adjectives. I expect we will see some great things from you, Haleigh Foutch, in the future here in the Schmoedown. We're happy to have the likes of you in the league. But we will be back in just a moment with our victor, Ethan Big Time Erwin. Back to you for now, Mark and Christian.
Well, there you go. Mark, thank you to Emma Fife. And
Sunny side. It was
Sunny
right
side, it's
there.
right there.
Oh,
Sunny
God,
side
it's
up.
right there, but
That's how I
you
like my
don't
eggs.
forget, these are just things that you learn the more you play in the Schmoedown. The sun will come out again tomorrow for Haleigh Foutch.
this is one of my. Yeah, it will. No, but it will, because it's exactly right. Haleigh, there's a certain type of player in the Schmoedown, what I've seen over the last couple seasons. Haleigh Foutch is one of those players that she comes up to me every time, and I can tell you after her, I think it was her first defeat in teams, she said, I want to play in the singles. I want to play in the singles. And kept saying, every time she saw me, when can I play in the singles? She wants to be a part of this league, and she challenges herself. And she knew that this was a struggle for her, but she wanted to conquer that, and she wanted to play in a live event. She is a rising star in this league, and I guarantee we see a lot more of Haleigh Foutch next season.
She knows how to prepare. She knows how to play a good game.
Yeah.
But, man, she ran into somebody who is rapidly building quite a career for themselves. And that would
Someone
be
who
Erwin,
has a
now
pretty
gonna be
good
joining Miss
career.
Emma, back to you.
8-3.
Thanks, Mark. We are back with the man who is advancing in the singles tournament, who, didn't score a W in New York before, but came back hungry this time. It is Ethan Erwin. Ethan, you gotta be feeling pretty good about things this time around.
It definitely went better than last time. Look.
At least they could joke about it.
It was a humbling event for me earlier this year. Because I had such a quick rise last year, I didn't kind of fully appreciate the difficulties of navigating this league. And so now I think I have a better handle on it. And look, what do they say? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is my first step to reclaiming that belt, and I'm really excited about it.
Well, and speaking of overcoming hurdles and difficulties, I want to know, when you drew your category in round 2, could you read the handwriting? I'm just trying to figure out which of our 2-wheel sponsor writers was responsible for your category.
You know what? I'm left-handed, so I have the worst handwriting. So I can basically decipher anybody's handwriting. It's fine. If I can read my own, I can read anybody's.
Well, there you go. Good thing for Alex Marzonia, one of the people who made that hat happen. Many thanks to Alex and Roxy for coming through with that in a pinch, and also to Thad for the use of his hat.
That dang Orioles hat.
Predicted. But Ethan, as you say, you really truly just blew through the ranks of singles players in the Schmoedown last year, and then started off this year with a little bit of a hurdle. So going forward, what is your strategy?
My strategy is just to play the player, have no major, last time I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and this, and then now I'm just going to one match at a time until I get there. So, but I'm excited. But look, by the way, Haleigh is great. She's the future of the league. I'm just lucky she didn't pull horror. This would be a whole different story otherwise. So, no, she's great, and I play her again in a few weeks in teams. So, yeah, I'm just excited to try and have Janine and I move forward, have myself move forward, and just get there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that people out there are excited to see more of you and Janine performing as a team, because
Yeah.
I mean, Janine is a fabulous competitor, and I think that this could be another one of those situations wherein we see the teammates really bring out the best in each other.
Oh, 100%. No, I think she and I really complement each other, and I know basically old guy stuff, and she knows the stuff that cool young people know. So it really works out great.
Yeah, it's a nice balance with the teams there. So okay, moving forward in the singles tournament, then obviously you've got your eyes on the prize. You're going to go all the way to the top. who would your ideal matchup be? Who would you like to potentially win that belt from?
Oh boy, I know Oyama says he's afraid to play me, so depending on how it goes tonight, he should just hang on to it, and I'll get there. But otherwise, I mean, I'll gladly do that. Otherwise, I guess Dan Murrell, I'd love to take it back from him. He's a nice guy, but, you know, I would love to be able to do that.
Listen, you can be nice and still be bitter rivals here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, as we have seen many a time. Well, congratulations to you, Ethan. Looking forward to seeing you make good on that promise to reclaim what is rightfully yours, according to yourself. So, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks, everybody.
I'll do the Ethan clap.
Back to you, Mark and Christian.
All right, thank you to Emma Fife there. And yeah, like we said, Ethan now is going to get the winner of Chance Ellison and Bibiani. So he sits back now and waits to see who wins that one. But he wins it, he takes it, and like he said, he's looking on the prize. He wants that title back. He wants it. He had the chance. That's why I think he's going to want to play Bibiani, because Bibiani won that triple threat match with him and Roca and beat him, taking that chance to get the belt back. That's what he's going to be aiming.
Yeah, look, we know a lot of people that know a lot about movie trivia, but once you get up there, and sometimes it is that first loss that really gets the furnace going inside, and Ethan clearly has that, and I think Haleigh has that as well, so look forward to seeing a lot more of them, and I guess in the meantime,
We love you to death. Thank you for making this happen. Everyone watching, everyone who keeps on coming out to him, you guys are the best. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Oh, it's his comedy special.
There we go. That's what we like to hear. The very first special, which puts a lot of pressure on y'all. I was gaining muscle mass, losing body fat, 2 days in Chicago, and that's gone now. Normal drunk, you go out, you pass out on your buddy's couch. Applebee's drunk, you pass out in the middle of the forest. All your friends are dead. We're up mainly in Virginia, which is, it's like the good South. We like fireworks, we can read. It's a good mix of the two. All it said was, hey, Kate's pregnant. I wrote him back, is it yours? Now, I didn't realize her whole family was also CC'd on the text message. It was the funniest 45 minutes I've ever experienced in my entire life, because it's taught by nuns. So it's like we're all walking into the sex talk a little blind. To show the might of the empire, they blow up an entire planet. 7 billion people die. 30 minutes later, we're having a medal ceremony. I remember being a chubby little kid and seeing the first ad for Pizza Hut stuffed crust. Oh, as a fat kid, that was like our Beatles on Ed Sullivan moment. I get to be the stepfather of this beautiful dog. And being a dog stepdad is a lot like being a kid stepdad. They're already done with potty training. So the only rule you have to adhere to is as soon as you're done having sex with a mom, you give them a treat, and all is good.
All right, that was pretty good. So let's run everybody off. Thank you, Mark and Christian and Emma and Haleigh and Janine and Ethan and the crowd. I think that covered everybody. So yes, daggone Sunnyside Egg Daycare. It's a darn shame. Again, I'll have to look up and see if that was actually the question that I submitted eons ago. It wasn't. The one that I worded wasn't exactly like that, but yeah, that was mainly the only reason I even knew that, because I remember submitting that question a long time ago. Had I not, I probably would never remember that in a million years. So Ethan Erwin now moves on. He now awaits the winner of Chance and Bibiani, which of course the way that it's all scheduled, that side of the bracket, which was up here, were the 2 live matches, and of course they're there. I mentioned it in the summit, or actually might have mentioned it afterwards. The whole rest of the bracket has probably already been played out, waiting for those 2 matches to take place. So it's just like we're just waiting for these live events to happen, so these first round matches can finally take place, and then the 2 live event winners can then play each other, and then everything will be restored. We can get on with it, as they said in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So Yeah, Haleigh kind of alluded to it. It's not been the year she was probably looking forward or expecting or hoping for, um, but she has definitely improved her game. You can definitely tell that. And as far as Ethan Erwin goes, it was a status quo performance. It's basically what we've come to expect. Um, so I guess we'll now go to tomorrow where we'll have the singles championship match. And if you want my take on what I think is going to happen in that, I mentioned that in the Take 3 Reactor Summit, which you can see now. It's been online for a couple days now. So we'll leave it at that. Going to promote them, give them some views. If you want my take, check that video out. So that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. I post all my reactions to that channel. And follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, Facebook page, Twitter page at the Schmoedown, the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown website, TriviaST.com, and become a Patreon user if you can. It goes a long way. So until next time, I will see you tomorrow for part 2 of this live show, Paul Yama versus Jeff Snyder for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. I will see you then. So this is JTH. Thank you for watching, and until then, I bid you adieu-adieu.